There is this issue that has been trending about very dark man and that so-called prophet Jeremiah, whatever, or Mofufu, or whatever he calls himself. And yesterday, I happened to come across a video in which another man who claimed to be Prophet Godwin whatsoever was talking very strongly and even challenging very dark man, to do a video about him and then he would see his powers. You see, enough is enough of all this criminal, understand, religious racketeering, scammers, fraudsters, under the guise of being men of God. You see, when I began to attack the likes of Kumoyi and Adeboye and the rest of them, you see, a lot of you did not know the reason. I cannot even imagine that in a country where all of you are, you said you have your brain intact and you cannot even, decipher what is happening around you. Sometimes when I listen to these men, the so-called men of God talk, you see, I used to ask myself whether, like me, those people in the so-called churches are actually, sensible. Talking about them, and we also have a lot of world stupid ones too, in the Islamic side. And enough is enough. We're going to come very hard on all of you. That Pastor Godwin or whatsoever that was talking, challenging very dark man who has been up and doing, speaking nothing but the world truth before all of them. You see, we have to begin to expose all of these people. I've only been talking about the political side because I felt that the political side is what gave rise to all of this nonsense. It's what has bred scammers, racketeers, political, fraudsters, and also religious fraudsters in the society. And I've always believed that if you get it right in the political side, all these scammer pastors, racketeers, fraudsters who call themselves men of God will disappear overnight. In fact, I want to salute, very dark man and also Pastor Abel Damina. Abel Damina, I salute you. Very dark man, I salute you. That prophet Godwin or whatever he calls himself, that challenge he gave to very dark man, I have taken that challenge upon myself. I want anybody who knows that Prophet Godwin, who cannot even make a flawless sentence in the English language, understand? To show him this video, telling him that I have taken that challenge, he put forward to very dark man, and we shall meet face to face. I want to debate with him, any one of them, wherever they are, face to face. I am open, whether I'm here on live TikTok, anyhow they want it, let them give me a call. I am taking that challenge. That nonsense is enough. You see, a lot of you are coming to run your mouth against very dark man, understand? All of you are very stupid. Only silence is what it takes for evil to flourish in the land. Nothing more than that. I don't even know when they say men of God, I used to laugh. You see, because they are not men of God. Men of God are the prophets of God. Understand? You see, and a lot of these prophets of God, there is no prophet of God who is jobless like these men who are criminals, who rely solely on whatever they call, the house of God or whatsoever. Criminals. There is no prophet of God who never had a profession. I am challenging any one of them, understand, to debunk this fact I am going to state. You see, Adam was the first man God created on earth and the first prophet of God. Adam had a profession. Adam was a gardener and also a caretaker of the Garden of Eden. Adam had a profession. Enoch was a prophet of God and also a messenger of God. Enoch was the constructor of the pyramid of Giza. Who does not know that history is there? We want to bring all of you to let all of you know that you are nothing but criminals. What about Noah himself? Noah was a carpenter and a shipbuilder. All of you remember the story of the Ark of Noah. Noah was a carpenter and a shipbuilder. Then come down to Abraham. What was Abraham? Abraham was a shepherd and he was also a businessman. You see, a shepherd and a businessman. What about Isaac? Isaac was a farmer. You see, he was a farmer. What about Joseph? Joseph was an interpreter and also a political leader. Remember, he was the governor of then Egypt. You see, Joseph also a farmer. Then what about Moses? You see, Moses was a political leader, was a leader too, and equally a shepherd. Go and find out. You see, what about Prophet Muhammad? He was a leader and also a trader. What about Jesus Christ himself? Jesus Christ himself, all of you are claiming to be your Lord and Savior and everything, understand, had a profession. He was a carpenter and also a healer. In fact, I want to let all of you know that most of these prophets had multiple professions. And both the Holy Quran, the glorious Quran, and the Holy Bible, record it, and they provide us with more information about the lives of these prophets and their missions. You see, how they lived their lives and their mission, on earth. Even in most cases, as we read, their professions played a great role in their prophetic mission. And they used their skills to spread God's message and to serve humanity. Today, I don't know what all of you are actually human beings. Where somebody will call himself a prophet, I want to ask them, you see, who is a prophet and who is a messenger? What is the difference between a prophet and a messenger? Apart from Adam that I mentioned was a prophet, you see, the rest, understand, from Enoch down to Jesus Christ and the Prophet Muhammad, we are all both messengers and also the prophets of God. You are in the house of God, understand, and somebody is selling soap at the cost of $1,000. Somebody is selling olive oil that in some countries that people used to fry egg to eat. And somebody claims it to be something that is from God. And then is selling it for all of you. Somebody is selling ATM card. Understand? And all of you are buying all these items. Somebody is selling water. You see, that he claims, to be a special kind of water that you take, you get ill. And that stupid so-called prophet, whatever Godwin calls himself, said he raised the dead. He made the blind to see. He made the lame to walk and whatever. Tell that prophet Godwin to come and see me. I will take him to where we have many cripples along the railway. There are many in Lagos, many in all the cities in Nigeria. I will take him, we'll go together. By the grace of God, if I don't have transport, if I cry out here, at least there is one reasonable person who would give me transportation to fund or sponsor this project. Let us go. I will show him where there are so many cripples, where there are so many dead and everything. They are there. Let him go there and make them to rise, to wake, make the blind to see, and the lame, understand, to walk, the crippled to walk and whatsoever. You see, I don't know what is actually wrong with people in that zoo you call Nigeria. You see, because we are keeping quiet so much, imagine a so-called man of God who said Tinubu was going to build this country is now in the UK. Left behind is 1 million followers here in Nigeria. And when they make the money, they pour back to him there in UK. And he's throwing all over, making the money in dollars, in pounds, and whatever. And all of you are just here talking nonsense. Imagine a man of God you call him, understand, who gathered money from the church members to build a school. And children of the members of his congregation cannot attend that same school, and you call it a man of God. Are you all actually sensible in that zoo you call Nigeria, for God's sake? You see, are you all actually human beings at all? Do you have sense at all? You are in that house of God, you are hearing all this kind of nonsense. I don't think I could last there for just 1 minute. I've given this challenge to Prophet Godwin and whatever, Jeremiah and the rest. I'm going to be there to face them. That's all. Tell them, the criminals, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Criminals, go and look for a job. Go and look for what to do and get yourself fixed. Idiots.